Yechi Hamelech Mashiach L'Olam. Shabbat Tov, everyone. I wanted to tell you a little miracle story that happened here. I would say that was 2 nights ago. A miracle story for after Shabbos is a big school for everything good. And the Rebbe says 3 lav dafka. Lav dafka means not necessarily for after Shabbos. You can say a miracle story every day, and not necessarily only for riches, for money, for good parnasa, but for everything. Miracle story is good anytime, and it's a big segula for anything. And another lav dafka is lav dafka Motzei Shabbos, lav dafka for parnasa, and lav dafka about the Baal Shem Tov. Obviously about the Rebbe. So 2 nights ago, I felt a pain on the side of my stomach, like right here, on the the bottom side of my stomach, bottom left. That pain was basically like almost all day. Did not leave me. Go and come back, go and come back. It was back and forth throughout the whole day, and I got really worried. And as you can understand, the person could start imagining all kinds of things. And so what I did was I went to my bookshelf, and over there I have the Rebbe's Igros, the Rebbe's holy letters. And I went and I stood in front of the Igros. I took 1 volume out. I washed my hands. I went to the mikveh before. I did Netilas Yadayim, like it says to do, when you write a letter to the Rebbe. And then I looked at the Rebbe's picture, and with tears in my eyes, I said, Rebbe, please help me out. I want to be healthy. I don't want to have, God forbid, anything wrong with me. And I opened up the Igros. I feel very bad that I didn't keep the page. I did not see clearly how the letter was directed to my question. And as soon as I closed the book, my pain was gone. My pain was gone forever. And I regret I didn't keep the page, because the Rebbe was saying to me, that's no problem. That is gone. I just want you to follow these instructions. I want you to do the following. And I didn't keep the page out of anxiety, out of too much worry. The heat of the moment, I was just concentrated and focused on my pain, that I wanted the pain to be gone. And I was too hesitant, and I just closed the book afterwards, and I was too emotional. But the pain was gone. Not too long ago, I sent the same miracle that happened with my daughter. My daughter was in awesome, immense pain on her right ear. On the right ear. She was laying on the side of the bed when I came in the house. She was shouting out of her guts so hard, I could not even come into the house. I was on the phone. I had to leave the house in order to be able to speak on the phone. And after 20 minutes, I said to her, hold on a second, I have to ask the Rebbe for a bracha, for a blessing. And the second I opened up the Rebbe's book, her pain was gone. And I sent the video with her. I interviewed her on the video, and she said that Hashem saved me, Hashem saved my life. Now, about a year ago, the same thing happened with my son, Eliyahu Mordechai, but it was a pain in the stomach. It was much more serious. It was on Shabbos. It was about 2 in the morning. He was so much in pain that I thought I was taking him to the hospital. And then before making the final decision to take him to the hospital, I held myself. I said, hold on a second. I had to ask the Rebbe for a bracha. It was around 2:30 in the morning. I'll never forget. And the Rebbe gave a direct answer. The Rebbe said, your son is suffering. The letter was a little harsh, because there's people around you that need your help to do miftzayim on them, and you're not reaching out to them. Sounds a little harsh, but that was the letter. As soon as I turned to my son to tell him that you just got a bracha from the Rebbe, you have nothing to worry about. As soon as I did that, he was already fast asleep. That's after 2 hours of non-stop pain. So, Zog L'chaim, Baruch Hashem, Yechi Hamelech. The Rebbe wants us to communicate to him. Igros HaKodesh is a very strong tool of communication, and very unfortunate for someone who's not using it. It can help you out with literally everything you do. Everything. I also just a few weeks ago helped a woman stay in peace with her husband, Shalom Bais. She, God forbid, was thinking about divorce. And as soon as she got the letter answer back from the Rebbe that everything should stay intact, the way it is at home, do not, God forbid, make any such steps with your husband, she was so happy and delighted on the answer. And Baruch Hashem, everything is working out and they're together and everything is well. So, there's a lot more stories to tell you. This one just happened 2 days ago, so it's a good miracle story. And the Rebbe says that everyone, when something happens to them, should not be afraid to go out and tell the story to the world, because this could actually bring Mashiach, could actually make it happen instantly. As we can see in the Torah, that the king Tzidkiyahu did not praise Hashem in time, and therefore Geula, redemption, was delayed because of that. So the Rebbe says, from here we learn, when a miracle happens to us, we should not stop ourselves and let Yetzer Hara come to us and say, keep it quiet, don't tell everyone. Maybe it's not a good thing to tell everyone. On the contrary, the Rebbe says, when a miracle happens, you should tell everyone, knowing that Mashiach is coming. The very last second of waiting in Galus could depend on this and could make Mashiach happen right now. Yechi Hamelech, everyone. Thank you for listening. Hashem will meet tomorrow again.